Macro photography, when to use focus stacking. Imagine capturing a tiny insect or a delicate flower and wanting every detail to be crystal clear from front to back. That's where focus stacking comes into play. It's a technique that lets you get sharpness throughout a three-dimensional subject that's too deep for a single shot. When you're working with macro photography, the depth of field is often extremely shallow. Even stopping down your lens to the smallest aperture like f/20 might not keep everything in focus. That's because at close distances, the lens's focus plane is very narrow. Focus stacking involves taking multiple photos, each with a different focus point along the subject's depth. Then, you merge those images in post-processing to create one picture with extended depth of field and sharpness everywhere. You want to use focus stacking when photographing subjects with lots of depth or complex shapes, like insects with multiple body parts, flowers with layered petals, or textured objects. If you only shoot one photo, parts of the subject might be blurry or out of focus. Focus stacking solves that problem by combining the sharpest parts from each image. It's especially helpful at high magnifications where the depth of field is naturally tiny. For example, when you're shooting tiny bugs or intricate plant details, a single shot might only keep a small area in focus. Focus stacking allows you to capture all those tiny details in sharp clarity. It's also useful when you need maximum detail for scientific, artistic, or commercial work. If you're creating images for catalogs, educational materials, or fine art, you want everything to be crisp and clear. But remember, this technique works best when the subject is static and not moving. Any movement during the series of shots can cause blending errors. So, it's ideal for still subjects like flowers or insects that stay still during the shoot. To do focus stacking, you manually or automatically adjust your focus in small steps, often taking 7 to 10 or more images. You keep the camera steady and consistent in exposure settings. Then, you use special software to align and blend the images, selecting the sharpest parts from each. This process creates a final image with a much greater depth of field than any single shot. In practical terms, if you want to show off the textures on a tiny insect's wings or the layered petals of a flower, focus stacking is essential. It's less necessary for flat subjects, or when you want a shallow depth of field for artistic blur. Mastering this technique involves understanding your camera and lens, controlling focus precisely, and being comfortable with post-processing. So, whenever you're photographing small, detailed subjects and need everything in focus from front to back, focus stacking is the way to go. It's a powerful tool that turns your macro images into stunning, detailed representations of the tiny world around us.